Hey Melanie, how you doing? All right, this is a really great start, but I have some bad news. Um, so we have Nobel Peace Prize in Physiology and Medicine. Okay, now if we jump over to that. I've got this highlighted, but we jump over to week 5, final project part 1. Each of you will pick a Nobel laureate winner from history. Design a single-sided poster. In order to begin the design poster, we need to go to this org site, do some research. Look through the title at the top. You may choose from physics, chemistry, literature, or peace only. Now, this is project instructions. Normally, I would say let's go ahead and flow with this since you did a lot of the work anyways. But it's so important to follow in project instructions and requirements. And um, every assignment has got to adhere very, very strictly to project requirements and specifications. And this is specifically important as you transition into your professional career from your student career. Um, I've seen studio directors, I've seen art directors, I've seen creative directors get very, very upset with designers. And I don't mean this to sound derogatory. I'm just trying to give you an example of how important it is to remain true to the project specifications. I've seen I've seen designers get yelled at um, by studio heads and directors and art directors for not following design specifications. And it makes sense. I mean, time is money. I mean, as a studio head myself, I'm very, very, very adamant about my designers completely getting all of the requirements and objectives before they show me any sketches or anything to continue in the project. Now, I'm not one to yell. I would never, ever yell at a designer, but I've seen art directors do it. And I just want you to be aware of that. And the only reason I'm telling you this is so important to follow project specifications. Okay, enough of that, right? So, Melanie, we're going to have to change your laureate to accommodate this requirement right here. Physics, chemistry, literature, or peace only. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what you have so we can decide on that. It's a great presentation. You've got everything you need. You got this great image. You got your facts. You got your bio information. Outstanding. And the sketches are great because you have created this kind of typographic meaning through, or I should say, this meaning through typography and not image. And basically, what I'm saying that is this kind of pill design element is worked into the type and not just presented separately from the type. And that's important. That's very, very smart. That's how it's done. Okay, so we have the pill ideas, and then we have the back of the poster. We have this oversized image of his face, which is I think is really interesting as well. Then you have your bio information, but over here you've only got 3 elements in the timeline, and 3 elements isn't a timeline. It's basically a chronological listing of events. Speaking of timeline, it's important to note that timelines must be designed. Okay, a timeline is not just a chronological list of events, but it's got to be designed. Let me show you some examples. Okay, so this timeline is designed. It's into a music staff. That's incredibly smart and very well done. This is designed as this kind of um, electronic illustration. Then over here, this is designed as a continuation of the chains. Now, notice that all of the meaning is worked into the typography. Okay, so this wouldn't count, for example, if that was a regular O and the fist was over here. It wouldn't count because you're creating meaning illustratively and not typographically. Okay, so I just want to draw your attention here to this little chain also continues into the timeline. So really, really effective execution of timelines there. And I'm just showing that to illustrate the timeline should not be merely a chronological listing of events, but it should be a designed presentation of that chronological series of events. Okay, good color palette. My recommendation is this. Um, I wouldn't use predefined color palettes. I wouldn't. I would go straight to designing your own color palettes. I think it really, really will help your design to resonate meaning through color. Right now, using predetermined color palettes, you're stuck. You're stuck. So you're saying, okay, the meaning of color here is arbitrary because I picked a predefined color palette, as opposed to creating a color palette based on the meaning I'm trying to imply in the work. Okay, if that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. It's a pretty important concept. Okay, Melanie. So again, I'm so sorry, but yeah, it's not going to work simply because of the requirements of including the bup, 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 physics, chemistry, and literature or peace only. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so if you have any questions or if I can provide any further clarification, please let me know. Thank you very much, Melanie.